Randy! Randy! I'm here for you. Where are you?
Oh God, Earl's here. Well, what is going on, fellow YouTubers? Welcome back to the show. Thanks for coming back. Today, I thought we'd look at this very old Harmony. The owner tells me it's sometime in the 60s. I don't think he said the exact year, but it's 60 something. I know it's very old, very good shape. Take the strings off, look at it, see everything it needs, and get into fixing this guitar. Let's do it! But before I take the strings off, he said the electronics didn't work. The pickup or say couldn't get any sound out of it. He's worked at it a few times. It may be the connector back there. Doesn't seem to be working at all. Tone works. The pots seem to be working. The tailpiece is not grounded, so the strings are not grounded. Maybe they are. I don't see how though. The tailpiece, maybe it is grounded some way. I just haven't found it yet. It's not working at all. So that'll be the first thing we check. I'll get the strings off of it and I'll bring you back. And that'll be the first thing. We'll take a pickup out and look at it. Notice that wire is awful loose right there. Maybe a solder joint came loose. Who knows? We're going to find out. This is what I was talking about. It's where the bridge, see how these bridge legs are made? They're arched to match the top. And I don't know if you can see this on there or not. I can rock the bridge back and forth, side to side. It doesn't set flat down on there like it should. Turn it over. Yeah, see that? You can actually look at it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but you can look at it and see that the bridge needs to put sandpaper over that. Put this on there and give it this number until this. Put sandpaper down facing up, the rough part out. Sand this bridge legs off to fit that. You have a pretty big scratch right here. It's not a crack. It looks like a crack, but it's a scratch. So let's get that pickup out and check things out. The owner says he couldn't get anything out of these. Well, I didn't either. I tried it. But he said if I couldn't get the electronics to work, to take them all out. I don't know if he meant the pickup as well, because it's going to look funky with a big hole in the middle of the guitar. But I'll do what the customer says. That's the way I've always done it. Except for the one guy, you old subscribers know about this. Kid brought his guitar here one time. And I don't even remember what I did to the guitar, but I remember it having a scratch, or just a place like that on it. I didn't talk to him about fixing it. It was never mentioned about fixing that scratch. I went ahead and fixed it, and I didn't charge the kid for it. 1965, right here on the pickup. September. Looks like 27. September 27th, 1965. I didn't know that. I thought there was a hole there. Anyways, I fixed that mark on the kid's guitar. I never even charged him. It wasn't included in the deal. I just had the stuff out and fixed it. He came and picked the guitar up, and tears came in his eyes. He said, "What happened?" I said, "Well, I fixed that for you." He said it was either his grandfather or his dad, whichever one it was dead then, did that. And I guess it meant something to the kid, obviously, and I fixed it and made it go away. So I only do what the customer says now, never no more or anything like that. This customer didn't say anything about this scratch. He did say there's a crack back here. I need to talk to him and find out more exactly what we're going to do. Wow, I thought that would be a hole right there. Okay, this does not come apart. So we might very well be taking the electronics out. It wouldn't look bad. Anyways, let me hook it back up. It's already hooked up. I looked inside for Oh, it's really noisy. Just held a mirror in there and looked at the solder joints and they looked okay. See, that pot's working. If all the solder joints are connected, you know, it can't be anything else but the pickup. And it sure seems like it's dead. And this wire is really loose right here. See that? Maybe I can take the wires. There it is, it's working. Wow, that's so unfortunate. I could drill these rivets out. Have to pick up the part that way. I don't have a rivet gun to put them back in though. They are tiny rivets. That would be one fix. So I've got to talk to him, see what he wants me to do. If he wants me to drill those out, put the screws back in. See there? The amp's got some delay on it and it's not very loud. Tongue cuts everything off. Well, I'll find out what he wants me to do. Like I say, I haven't really talked to him yet about what all he wants done. Let me put these screws back in. I'll bring it back and show you one thing I do know he wants done, or a couple of things. One of the things he said he wanted done was somebody put these new tuners on it, and he said the screw holes were all messed up. They're covered well. He wanted me to plug the old screw holes and put the tuners back on. I don't know why he would want to do that. They're covered up. You can't even see. I don't see any of them. No screw holes. We'll take one of them off. I'll just take them both off and look at it. Hold on. If these screw holes all work, that one will tighten up. It will tighten up for sure. If they all work, I wouldn't worry about the ones under them that's not. That one tightens up. It's not doing anything. Let me take one of them off and see. That one tightens up. I can feel it get tighter when it gets tight. I was thinking off camera there maybe those other holes, and that one tightens up. Maybe those other holes were close to these holes that I'm taking screws out of now, and they wouldn't allow the screws to tighten up. I could see where that could happen. I mean, yeah, I see what he's talking about. Let's take the other one off. I'll show you in a minute. I'll see what he's talking about. Just like the other side of the peg head, there's wood broken out of some of these pretty bad. Maybe from those ferrules on the other side being driven in. I don't know, but the other side's like that too. Anyways, I only have to fill 2 holes. These are the original holes, and that one. You can see another one right there. That's not original. That's not one we're going to use. And there's only one hole there. That's for these tuners, and that's for these tuners. So the first hole down from the middle holes, maybe see it better here. That first hole closest to this is the one I got to plug on both sides. The other ones that these keys fit, you can see there, they line up okay. Just that one hole here above this one, and one hole above this hole right here. So let's feel those puppies. The old Type Bond original. All I want to do is stick this into the thing here, get good glue on it. The reason I've got those pins in there is so I don't get wood glue in the holes we don't want wood glue to go in. Like I said, they fit already. So, you know, we don't want to get any glue in those. Change the size of them or do any harm or damage to them in any way. I'm going to shove that down in there as tight as I can get it. Now, wipe the squeeze out away, and I can pull this old one out. It's done its job. And same thing on the other side, see? Just clip this puppy off here. Stick him down into the... What side of that? Yeah, I'm going to go with this other side. Get him some glue first. And lubed up good. And here we go. Let me put the lid back on this glue because that shit gets... And that probably wouldn't hurt it for a long time. There's no need in letting it get old before it's time. You know what I mean? And get that squeeze out of there before I pull the other stick out. I can shove this one down in there a little bit farther too, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's good. It came out by itself. But that's in there. I don't know where that stick went to. Anyways, now I can wipe the glue away better. Clip him off. I may have to do something else to get that a little bit closer than that. This is the best way I've found for plugging little holes like that. I mean, they're plugged with glue. You know, if I had my little fretting hammer here, I could use the plastic end of it. That's what I'll do before that sets up. Just lightly tap those down, and then you won't even be able to feel it. Oh Lord. And there we go. Now all 8 screws are holding, and there's no holes not being used. I wasn't worried about that because they were covered up and far enough away from those screws to not interfere, but they're plugged now. I'll give you some perspective here, how you're looking at it. Right behind this F hole, there's a crack there. I don't know if I can make you see it in the camera or not. It is so light, man. I'm sure not seeing it in the camera. Wow, let me get a light here. And that doesn't help. It's right there. Right there at my thumbnail. It runs back. Maybe you can see it a little bit. And it, yeah, there, I think I do see it. See that? And it is busted completely through. If you come around here and look, well, there's not enough light in there. But I can see in here where it is completely through the wood, and I can push in on that. So we got to get some glue in that. So I know that was one thing he wanted done, was those holes plugged, and they are. He wants the electronics either work or take them out. I'm going to talk to him about that again. I can drill these rivets out, if you can see them there in the pickup. But the pickup is riveted together. I'm just going to show you this. See how loose that is? And it's, I'd say someone has cut their hand or something on that wire at some point and jerked it just enough to break the solder joint inside. It'd be an easy fix, but I don't have any rivets that little. Maybe we could put screws and a nut through it. I don't know if I got any screws that little or not, but I could fix it, I'm sure, some way. Figure something out. So I'll talk to him about that, and I know about the crack, and I can't remember what all else he said. I'll get with him again, and we'll come back and do whatever else he says. So cheers, thanks for watching. I appreciate it big time. How about a thumbs up while you're here? It only takes a second, man. Click the thumbs up. That helps me big time. The channel, you know, helps everything. So I'd appreciate that if you click a thumbs up on this video. You know about I ain't even going to mention those guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers. I always said if he disguises like me, man. He can make himself sound like me, and when he shows up, he's usually got the same clothes on, but he's got his regular face. But he can disguise himself like... What the... Oh, man. Thanks for watching, folks.